Sanjay, always great to see you, get your thoughts. I especially want to zero in on one trend you see, cloud data platform and SaaS apps being where the value is. Talking about data platforms and SaaS apps, we've been talking to so many of them, whether it's Snowflake, a lot of them. What in particular do you think holds the value here? And of the public ones, how should they be valued?
Well, thank you. Happy New Year, John, to you, Carl, and Deidre. And in the spirit of CES, I want to let you know this is the real me, not the metaverse me. But coming to your question, listen, if you look at the data and analytics market, it's about a $200 billion market. And just to put that in context, the infrastructure IaaS market, where the cloud typically played, is about a $120 billion market today. Of course, those are both growing. So the data and analytics market is bigger. And traditionally, in the old world, these were dominated by players like Oracle and Teradata and Business Objects and many of those sort of tools, SaaS. And in the new world of cloud, some of those companies have moved to the cloud, many haven't. And that's created this advent for a whole new platform of companies. Companies like Snowflake, Confluent, MongoDB, soon to be probably IPO, Databricks. And these companies are using either open source technologies or just building a cloud native stack. And they're just coming into that market and taking an enormous amount of share. So I think the way to look at this bloodbath that's happened since November 19th or so, we've just seen sort of a shoots and ladders type of game, is to sort through the last Q3 earnings. You had Kash Rangan earlier, Carl Kirsten from UBS had a good report too. Look at the last Q3 earnings and look at where many of these folks overachieved. And that was very evident. Go back to see if they're category leaders and invest in. You could say that about data platforms like Snowflake, and we could certainly also talk about SaaS applications. Kash covered a few of them, Salesforce, Adobe, ServiceNow. I like a few others also in that category, like Shopify and Autodesk.